We are here at the St. Moritz Art Film Festival, and we are delighted to welcome Leah Gordon, who screened today a wonderful movie entitled Carnival, which focuses on the rituals of the carnival in Haiti. The film is very inspiring. There are many threads that are pertinent for the topic that we want to explore, becoming landscape. Especially from my point of view, the idea of reenactment of certain situations and conditions that become the tool for Haitian population to constitute themselves as a subject, as a political subject, and constitute a landscape. Would you like to explain more how this project started and what is your idea of the rituals and how this helps you to inform this idea of landscape?
I think for me, it's interesting. I mean, for me, it was like quite an honour to be invited here to kind of rethink the film through the lens of landscape. Whilst Carnival in itself is a way of kind of the body taking up different routes and actually kind of, in a way, like taking over a town. That's one kind of form of landscape. But then you have characters such as Pai Banan, who's very kind of, he creates his whole costume from banana leaves. That's really related to the way in which, most Haitians are still, I would say 80% of Haitians are still peasants. So they are still very much living really close to the land. And also, these are all things I've thought since I've been invited here, which is quite nice, is that there's a whole pantheon of voodoo spirits, but there's one voodoo spirit called Papa Zaka, who represents the person who works the land. But then there's another spirit called Bosu, and Bosu actually represents the land itself. And Bosu is kind of represented by a bull, and it means that the land is unpredictable. You can't totally control it, and it can control you, but it can give a lot as well. So I think that Haitian voodoo and the carnival are constantly thinking and rethinking and remapping landscapes.
This is wonderful because this is a notion that the landscape is not something fixed. Is always in a form of transformation. Sometimes the transformation, of course, is physical, and sometimes it depends on the different sight, the different gaze that we have towards what is around us. And I think that this beautiful reference to the god of land, which is a bull, really makes it very pertinent and very appropriate. Landscape is always a process more than a fixed entity.
And also, if we, landscape is also often used in a sort of metaphorical way, the landscape of a history. And I think the film, for me, really shows how the Haitian people in the carnival are embodying their history and, as I said earlier, representing it. Through their bodies comes out like historical memory.
Beautiful.
I've had a wonderful time. Number one, actually, it's my first time in St. Moritz, and utterly taken with the mountains, and I just love walking around here. The festival's been fantastic, and I've seen some really, really charming and beautiful films, especially actually the two that were on this morning. And you're right as well that all three are about actually a kind of reconstructing,
reenactment,
rather than a kind of a verite, which always seems like it's stealing a little bit. And people are very much part of their retelling of history and these stories. And so it was, I was really, I think it's been so well programmed, and I thought we were in a really great group, and I felt very pleased to be within this group of films.
I look forward to collaborate with you again in the future.
It'll be fun. As long as I get to see the mountains again, I'd be up for it.
Wonderful. Thank you very much,
My
Leah.
pleasure.
Thank you very much.
All right.